Hey everybody, welcome back to Make It with Mod Podge. My name is Cathie and today I have back to school on my brain. I'm going to be working with the new Mod Podge 2-part resin and the alphabet and numbers mold to create some resin alphabets that are perfect for our younger kids who are just learning the alphabet. This is a great sensory toy for them. And I'm also going to show you how you can take those letters and turn them into keychains and backpack charms for some of our older kids that are going back to school this year. Now this is working with the resin, safety first, so I am going to be using a filtered mask with an organic vapors filter, and I will have some gloves on my hands. You guys ready to do it? Let's dive right in. To mix the resin, you'll combine equal parts of part 1 and part 2 into a smooth-walled container. You'll stir for 3 minutes total, making sure that you scrape the sides and really blend your mixture. Once everything's mixed, you have about a half hour to work with your mixed resin. First, I want to show you how you can add glitter to your alphabet letters. I'm using the handle of a spoon just to gently add glitter into my mold. And then I'm just going to pour clear resin mix right into that letter mold. I like to have a toothpick and other tools on hand just to move around the glitter and make sure I have it exactly where I want it. To remove air bubbles, I like to just spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol right on top of my wet resin pieces. You just let it dry overnight for 24 hours and you get this beautiful sparkly letter. Now I'm going to show you a couple of techniques for working with alcohol inks. The first one gives you a slightly marbled look. I'm just pouring my resin directly into the mold, and then I'm adding a few drops of alcohol ink, and you can stir it around with a toothpick or any other small little tool. And now you're just ready to spray it with alcohol and let that one dry for 24 hours. To create a more solid look using alcohol inks, you'll just combine a little bit of alcohol ink with your resin in a smaller cup. And you'll just mix that until you get a nice, deep, solid color. You can also combine alcohol inks and glitter together. All of these different techniques you can just experiment with and get creative. Just remember that everything's going to need to dry in the mold for 24 hours. I just wanted to go over the rubbing alcohol one more time. I like to put my rubbing alcohol in a little spritzer bottle and then I spritz it right over the wet resin. This helps get rid of any of your air bubbles. So you're going to let all of your resin dry for 24 hours before you pop it out of your mold. And they do pop out of these molds very easily. Okay guys, now we're ready to make some keychains with our letters. I like to use a small little hand drill just to get a pilot hole started. Then you're going to attach an eye pin or an eye screw right into that hole. You could use a tiny bit of glue if you wanted to, but it's not really necessary. And then you'll just go ahead and use your pliers to attach your keychain pieces. It's really that simple. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope that you've learned a little bit more about how you can mix and use the alphabet molds with the new Mod Podge Resin. And let's recap, these are really fun for making learning sets of alphabets and numbers for our littler kids, and super fun for keychains and backpack charms for our bigger kids. We'll see you back here next week with another video. Please make sure that you use the hashtags Plaid Crafts and Mod Podge so that everybody back at Plaid can see what you're making. We'll see you next week. Bye.